Oh, you are back to Art at Home with Miss Beth. So, we talked about some optical illusion last time with Bridget Riley. We're going to do some more today. I just wanted to show you, we're going to use the black and white, which we talked about having contrasting colors, and black and white have a really fun effect. If you see the paper that I have here, these two they're similar. It just depends on how, I can see these are a lot bigger blocks of black and whites. These are smaller, but you can see the movement they have. This is a little different, and I can show you that one after this. So what I ended up doing, and I cheated. Okay, you can make your own like this. I did this on the computer because I was in a hurry, and then I cut them all up very straight and have them into strips. And then they weren't long enough for my square paper that I'm going to add to. So I ended up cutting these in half. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I cut it. And then I just glued it down. So if I've got black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, we're going to glue it here. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue there. And that way these were easy to do. You can make your own. The computer, if you have the ability to print out, I did this at the library, so I'm lucky that I could do that. But you can make your own, and it's not hard either. But the black and white is probably what you need. So you'd just be doing the black on this one. So I have strips. And with the strips, if you notice, these end in whites, these end in blacks, and that's going to be the key here. So depending on where I put this, because we're going to glue them down and then I'll trim it off at the end. Depending on how, if I put them, so even just a little off like that is going to make a difference. I'm going to come back and look at this one for a sec. So this one looks like they laid them right in half. So it would be like, let me see here. There. So I'm placing them right next to each other. Nothing is overlapping. They're right next to each other. But I'm trying to get it as half as I can. There. So this is in between that one all the way down. And that's what they did with this. And that way it looks almost like they get more narrow and then a little fatter. This looks like they're all going cuckoo crazy. And with that one, they are just, you can see the black here. Then the black moves up, 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 back, back, up, up. It's just a wave. So we could probably try the wave if you want. So I'm just going to take my glue stick, and then I'm going to lay this. This is the one I'm going to start with. And it will hang off the page. I will trim it up later. Okay, and that's straight. So we're going to do this one, and you've got your black here. I'm going to move the black just a little, like that. Sometimes if we run out of room here, we can move things down, but we probably won't need to do that. We can just trim it. There we go. We are going to do more tricking of the eye. And this one is just barely off. And all my squares are all the same size. And I just laid that straight down. Nothing is overlapping. There's another. So I have my black. I'm going to go a little bit more off. We just kind of want it to have a little bit of a wave to it. And it's right next to that one. It's going up, 1, 2, and then we're going to start going back again. We are going to trick the eye. I'm laying it straight down again. Oh, I can see it already. Whew! Where they look like they're going all over the place. So we have the black. We're going to, let's see, we'll move it even further off. And you can see it's just the way they're lining up. Okay, that's going to be my furthest this way. We're going to start working our way up again, so that kind of matches that. We're going to do one like this. And this is just one way of doing it. Okay, I've got the black. Let me see. We want it to look like this one, so I'm going to try to match it as best I can. Okay. I mean, there's probably lots of other ways that you can lay this down and still have it be super, super tricky. Okay, so now it's got to be like that one. I'm going to go here. Straight across. So we've got 1, 2, 3. We're going to go back down again. And that's just straight. I hope you guys can see this. So we just did that one, so we need one more that's further, kind of off the page there. And I've got 3 strips left. So that is this one. We need to come and do that again. And this is just repetition, guys. That's all this is. Right about, let me see, there. It's totally straight. We got 2 left. And then you can trick your friends. I'm all about tricking friends. Okay, just lay straight down. Get a little off. There we go. One last one, guys. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So this one needs to come back a little. So that will go there. Perfect. Okay, what do you think? And part of the illusion too, I'm gonna trim these edges off. So I just turned it over, and all these that are not where I want them are coming off. Even this last bit I probably could trim off too. And you don't need to have as many as I have. Okay, how does it look? Does it look like you're getting some that are going different directions? It's just however you're staring at it. Illusion. Do you want to see one more illusion real quick here? Okay, this one won't get finished, but I'm just gonna show you the start of it, and I would love to see if you can finish it. And this one you do need a straight edge. So what I've done, I've got some lines that go across, and I think they're probably about, they have to be straight. I'm gonna make them a little darker. So this is, they're probably an inch. And we're gonna do the illusion where it looks like the paper's kind of folded. But the thing is, I don't have my blocks. I'm gonna show you how to do that. And I couldn't do that with the computer paper. When I printed it out, that won't work so much with this one because, and I'm just going over my lines, guys, so they're a little darker. Got my 6B pencil. And once again, I would do black and white. I think that the black and white does show the best contrast. And I did this with some elementary kids a year ago or so. It's a lot of work. That's why I'm not going to get it done today. Okay, so now what you're going to do, you've got nice horizontal lines. you're going to start out, and I'm going to take my ruler and mark my pages. I'm going to start out as an inch, and I'll make it go up there, and then I'm going to get smaller. I'll go to 3/4 of an inch, and then let's see, if I did 3/4, then I would do a 1/2 of an inch, and then I would do a 1/4. That might be a pretty fast change. I'm going to come over here, and this is just so I get my lines. An inch, 3/4, 1/2, 1/4, and then I'm going to draw my vertical line. So I'm just matching it up. And remember when I said 2, that does not look even. I have to redo some of that. 2 lines, 2 points make a line. Yeah, see, that one wasn't very even. Now I'm kind of just eyeballing it, which is something that you can do as well. They're going to get a little closer. Now, to be perfect, you probably don't even have to measure. Getting a little smaller. And then smaller. It's really small. I want to look to see on that other one how small they got them. Yeah, pretty small. And then you're going to start getting them a little bigger again too. Slowly. And by doing this, you're going to have to go in and you're going to add your black. You already have white with the white paper. So you're going to make your checkerboard. It's getting bigger. And then I'm going to try to get it about to that. I think I'm about there right now. Ish. Okay. You can't really see it yet, but what you're going to do, you're going to color in every other one. I'll do the beginning of it here. Did I mess that up? I did, didn't I? Yeah. That. Then this. And as you come in, you can see this one's going to get colored. This one's going to get colored. And you've got these teeny tiny ones. It's like every other one. Okay. Can you kind of see? Oh, and I'm getting that charcoal all over me. Or graphite, whatever this is. And all I did, I moved my lines. I made them get narrower, so it kind of looks like they come in, and then they're gonna come back out again. I'll do just this top row so that you can maybe see it. But like I said, this is really time consuming, and I'm not coloring these in that wonderfully. This is just for some direction, and then you can make it your own. Aha, okay. So wider, more narrow, really, really narrow, then widen it up, and you can, let's see with this one. I mean, these are all the same. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this one is where it's starting. You can see it's getting a little smaller, then it's smaller. Really, really small. Wow, it really makes your eyes go crazy. And then back out again. So try it, guys. Try it. Have fun. And this one, I actually kind of like that one. I think it does kind of mess with my eyes. So thank you for coming today and to doing another optical illusion with me. and talking about Bridget Riley. And you can look her up if you Google Bridget. Her last name is Riley, Riley. Take a look at her stuff. See if you can mimic any of it. And have fun. And I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.